Hey. Oh god, thank god I have my coffee. Woof. Let's see here. Twitch? What the? Hello, Twitch? Oh, there we go. Pop out the chat. Hello, Sora. Early stream. Yes, early stream because I gotta go early today, unfortunately. Hi, Mochi. Hello, Kobe. Give me one sec. I gotta move you guys around. Chat, hold on to your butts. I'm moving you real quick. Okay, cool. There. What the heck? Why don't I hear myself? Alrighty. Hello, hello. You guys are all settled. Move this over. Make Twitch bigger. Ah, yes. At here. I'm playing old school Runescape, and I'm killing demons with chips for fingers. Quick stream today because I have some social calls. I'll do it later. And then I'll actually explain after that people get confused. I'm beating some friends' asses. Nah, we'll give PG buttocks in Magic the Gathering. Let's see. And if that's one of you guys right now, if you guys are one of my friends who I'm about to go beat their buttocks in Magic the Gathering, watch out. I'm bringing my finest precons. Are we still farming Aru? Kind of. I probably won't play PoE. I got a lot of RuneScape to play. You got locked out of your first account? Oh, that sucks. Hey, but there's never a better time to start it. There's like a ton of new content and stuff. So, yo, this is the dude who gave me free magic cards at Hey, hello, Ericode. That's me. I don't know who you are, but yes, I was giving away a lot of cards at Comic-Con. Do I play Arena? I just moved to a new area. I don't have anyone to play with. I do play Arena, although probably not... Like, mostly on Arena, I play, like, Limited and Draft and stuff like that. Hello, it is Go Check Ryan. Thanks for follow, by the way, Ericode. So... On Arena, I mostly play Limited when, like, new sets come out. Hello, Norman. Hello, Lunatic. Oh, thanks for the subscription. I appreciate it. Definitely, today's going to be a shorter stream, guys. Maybe, like, 2.5 hours. Hello, Misdirection. Hello, Haifa. Hello, Zynic. I promised some friends that I would go kick their ass in Magic. I know. I'm sorry, Legendary. I'm sorry. 2.5 hours. I know that's still a good amount of time. We're going to have some fun. By which I mean I'm mostly going to complain about drops. Thanks for follow, Tundra. So, what we're doing today is, I killed so much Cerberus, as you guys saw, that the sword has charges, and I'm, like, running out of charges. I don't know how I haven't seen... I just want one of these. Hello, Tal. So, I have also been trying to get an upgraded sword that kills Cerberus better from these guys, and it's this thing here. It's this thing. This is 1 in 500, and this is 1 in 500. So, statistically... pretty close here. Sorry, I'm reading that. One sec, Zynic. Pretty close. I should see it soon statistically. You know how that goes. Zynic, we're actually doing a rating and roasting stream next week. The day is kind of up in the air, but if you do a either a YouTube membership or a Twitch subscription, you'll get put on the list, and we'll spin the wheel. So no guarantee. No guarantee. Hey, I love being here. I love being here. We're going to do, yeah. That's what I thought. Then you'll be on the list no matter what. I love being here, guys. I love being here. We're going to go do, Tormented Demons. Let me go see if we can find a world. I forgot that I could switch spellbooks on this cape. Perfect. You guys have seen these before. They're the weird, like, I don't even know. They look like, God, like bad early N64 enemies. Yay! Thank you, Mr. Spice Rack. I barely use that app, so I appreciate your heads up. Spice Rack sends me pictures of his dog all the time, and she's a very cute border collie. Oh. Hey. What about this? What about that? I'm gonna crack this Coke Zero. If you don't want to hear, you better mute me. You better mute me. Oh, yeah. Oh! And there's nobody here. What a beautiful day. Alright. Are those correct? Let's see. When's the only lands dropping? I don't know. Good question. Where's the formerly hot cup of coffee? I got this. I got this. Yes, sir, Matthew. We do things kind of professionally around here. Hello, Willie. Willie, did you see I tagged you and gave you the logo? I don't know if you replied. That's crazy, lunatic. Bean water is good. Bean juice. Hey, I appreciate you guys giving me the coffee check, because, like, I actually did. So I made it, and then made a shower, and then, like, or took a shower, and then started a stream. I, like, put it... I don't know if you guys are like this. Hello, Freljord. When I, like, am moving around the house, like, to try and keep my life, like, not a pigsty, I will, like, kind of carry things with me, and, like, move them and drop them, and move them and drop them, and stuff like that. I put it on, like... on top of a cabinet, and I thought I was going crazy. I almost made a second one, because I thought I basically gaslighted myself into thinking I hadn't made any yet. Curious you guys have thought about a video day doing your favorite decks you'll have built from any box brawls. That's kind of a good idea. Like, would it be like another box brawl match then? Or like making them into command. Making them commanders would be cool. I actually like that. I'm glad I'm not alone. You're boiling water in a wok to make coffee? That's fucking badass, dude. I'm actually liking that idea more. I actually like that idea a lot. We've been talking about like more like what to do with casual games to make them feel different. Yeah. I don't know what it would be for me. I don't want to spoil. The commander I get in Rise of the Eldrazi has a very special place in my heart, but I can't build it for reasons you guys will understand when you see it. Actually, you know what? Fuck it, chat. You want me to spoil the card that I play as Rise of the Eldrazi commander, which is the next box brawl, I believe? Hello, Dragon. Live leaks? Yeah. Dude, I hope I actually think pranking the judge would be so funny. I think it'd be so funny. White Elephant style game is something we've talked about before. I like that idea too. Thank you, Zynic. We now that we have a new set, it's something we think we will consistently aim for. So three games a week with a guarantee box brawl every week. All right, I'm not seeing anyone that they want to me actually spoil the video. I did not get the crystals, actually, Dragon. That's why we're here. So, let me field a couple of those questions. I spent so much time in the crystal mines, my sword is basically broken and out of charges. That's why we're here, because I need the upgraded version these guys drop. No, I wish I was doing this on task for Slayer, but I can't. I need the sword these guys drop. It's now past that. Fan-made Sharpie cards! Dude! How did you know? Wait, okay. I get to... This is awesome. This is awesome. Jesse is busting out videos. However, Jesse has some help now. So he's not alone. Guys, Sharpie Commander is coming back with a twist. We are playing a game of Sharpie Commander. We've already filmed it, but we really want to do community Sharpie cards, and we fucked up the P.O. Box thing. To briefly explain... You guys already sent us some Sharpie cards. Not that many, but you guys did. And when we got them and filmed, we literally lost the footage. There was like the drive got corrupted, I think, is what happened. And it was like extremely sad because we filmed an unboxing of all your Sharpie cards. So if you sent them in the past, thank you. They ended up like in decks, I think, but we couldn't call out like the amount of homage to them because we didn't know whose they were anymore. We had already put them in piles after we opened the whole thing. This time, we're going to use our brains about it so that it's going to be more approachable for everyone. The plan is we're going to put a form in general so everyone can do it, and in members, so members get priority, where you guys, what you'll do is either send us like pre-made images that are already Sharpied, or send us the card and tell us what the final text says, and we will Sharpie them ourselves. And so the idea is that you guys can send us a full rack of decks, like, to be Sharpied from scratch, and that way we can play your cards, and we can maybe, like, get our producing team on it. That way, like, the players don't actually see the cards until they get played. Does that make sense? Yes. The answer to your question is yes, Zynic. Did I miss check review applications? No, we're behind on that, so I'll talk about that real quick. But let me get to legendary thing. No. You listen. You don't have to like Sharpie Commander. It's okay. It's definitely a different and weird format. Don't worry about it. We do so many different and weird things on the channel. Like, I would be surprised if everything we did was liked by everyone. You know? Yeah, just watch what you like. No worries. I want to Sharpie some cards. Well, you can, brother. You can. Okay, and then deck review applications. So I on stream Thursday or Wednesday, maybe, I forget which day. Sorry, Blanco, I don't have any bots. On stream Thursday or Wednesday, I said I have a i12 900K NVIDIA or Intel and a 3080 Super. Yeah, I barely know that. So on Thursday I said that we would be like taking the deck application review for next week. Our schedule got pushed like a day, so we'll probably end up doing that on Monday, but it will happen. It will happen this week. My word as a content creating man to you guys. It will happen this week, I promise. Even if I have to do it like on Friday night by myself. It will happen, I promise. So keep an eye out for that on, like, Monday after we review. Let me make sure that I put a calendar invite for myself to, like, actually do that for you guys. I'm pretty sure I did. Yeah. I did. Okay, we're good. So I'll get that to you guys early next week. Minimum of, like, at least a couple days between the, like, application and then the actual stream. Same thing, application Discord. Yes, it'll be a different sheet this time. I just I haven't got a chance to see our live stream rig yet. So before I can commit to a particular day or time, like, I want to make sure that the system works in the way that I think it does. Because if it doesn't, that's fine. We'll just do it like at my house on a different day. Yeah, legendary. So far, there are cards in the Avatar and Spider-Man set that I like, but they're like slightly a bit off. Like, I saw J. Jonah Jameson today, and he's like mono red, and like he feels like an underhanded, smarmy businessman. So like, I think he should be like Orzhov, maybe Grixis. I don't know why he's mono red. You know what I mean? Cool card though. What the video are you gonna post? Yes, we are gonna post it. But basically, we are. Thank you very much. I appreciate the positive vibes. We are posting at the rate we get the videos, so it's not like completed right this second. We're right now. So we just added a couple more editors. We have 3 in total. It's basically like 2.5. One's on a contract basis. And so what happens now is that Jesse is Mr. Daddy Box Brawl. He only does Box Brawl, so it's just Jesse. And then any other Commander game, sometimes it's Jesse, sometimes it's a second editor, and then we have a contract editor from time to time when we need more work done. So we are currently in the stage where we're just doing that with the new set. And then, unfortunately, like right this second, we don't have any backlog. So if we've talked about shooting a video, it's like in the editor's hands for now. Is this open to US only or Canadian submit as well? Anyone can submit. Anyone can submit. It's not a like physical piece of paper. I'll re-explain. So basically what's going to happen is we're going to put a form on our Discord and say, what is the Sharpie card? You can send us an Imgur link with the picture of the Sharpie card, and then we'll print it and make it ourselves. Or you can just send us the card. So like a common one is Dragoon Lance, which turns into Goon Lance, right? That everybody makes a funny, like, haha, like, you will goon or whatever. And then we will print it and then do it for you. You can just tell us what the final text says. Like, you can say, Sharpie everything except the following. Goon Lance, haha, bust sword, exactly. Like, just tell us what it says, and we will do it ourselves, and then, like, that way we can like, skip the actual postal service, if that makes sense. I hope I'm describing it appropriately. Basically, you guys submit either virtual copies of the card or tell us what to make, and we will make it in your honor, so to speak. Airbud! Yeah, that would be sick. That would be sick. No, I like that. What are the odds here for the sword? 1 in 500. It's there are 2 1 in 500 drops I need. And to be clear, the drop that makes a sword also makes the other 3 weapons. So this weapon here is the sword that I need. I just already got it. The problem is if you use the piece, it's a synapse on the sword. The sword specifically is permanent. When you make a sword, that's it. You can't have it back. Same with the crystal. Yeah, smile. This bow, you can unstring the bow and turn it into a staff, and I've needed the staff. So, like, if it's a bow, it can be a staff. If it's a staff, it can be a bow. But if it's a sword, it can't be either of the other ones. So I haven't committed that yet, and so hopefully today we get it. I would really like that. It would change a lot for me on my Aru grind, which another streamer got 5 crystals and half the kills that I got, and I was like, Jesus. Anti-Venom is crazy. The, what is it, Heretical Healer? Yeah, exactly, Daddy Juice. See, like, I understand what you mean by that card. Men ass lover, Spitus hater. Yeah. J. Jonah Jameson. That guy, he loving men ass. Do we need more editors? No, we did a couple weeks ago or a month ago. Skill Check doesn't make like infinite money. We do all right, but it's like one thing that I am very forward on is like we need to make sure people are paid fairly for their time. And so I would love to put 5 games a week out, but like it doesn't make sense financially to hire 5 more editors and do that. You know what I mean? I hope that's not a radical take in 2025. Dude, I know. He could have been at least red black. 5 videos we could be draining. That's true, but like it depends on the kind of videos. Like we could definitely play a bunch of games. That's true. We also want to make sure there's good quality, you know? Nah, fuck it. They can work on the weekends. Fuck it. Hello, Death Dog. Dog, I'd work for free. I would not allow you to do that. I refuse to do that. I don't call it cringe ethics if you want, but I would never take. In fact, actually, someone offered me a like a free recap of the like Final Fantasy VII games that I played, the first one, and I was like, I can't accept this. Like, I didn't pay you for it, and it doesn't fit right now, like on our channel. Like, please, I know you did it, so like if you wanted to make a fan channel, go for it. But I can't. Like, in good conscience, I can't accept free work. I just can't do it. Hello, X. How are ya? I would work for free if I'm provided housing and food. They tried that in, like, fucking company towns. That shit did not go well. Whoa! Congrats on the PC. He doesn't feel blue. He actually ignores information for his own narrative. Maybe, but he does scheme. He does scheme a lot. And I think blue is a good scheming color. I would have put him in Orzhov, because Orzhov is literally like the original black-white faction is like profit above everything, including death. And I think that he could probably get on board with that. Throw blue in, maybe. Make him Esper, because he's a schemer. I don't know. No. Now let me differentiate. We've had a request or two for like interns, I will say. The problem is like, how do I explain? I hate that free internship shit. I hate it. I think you should be paid fairly. Like, there is a world where we may need like a not necessarily minimum wage, but like a lower end, easier, like part-time PA position. I could see that, right? Like part-time's a good example. And like, maybe, but it would be like as needed kind of thing. Hello, Pay Me No Mind. He is more hater than money man. That's fair. He does be hating. I wonder if he's like... You know, the way he acts in business meetings almost makes me think he might be like Teamer. He just kind of yells and gets his way. He's the #1 hater, true. He is cut. I'm just sad that they didn't print up more pictures of Spider-Man. Part-time worker to help with Sharpie cards. You know what would be kind of cool? I've thought about this. Like, what decks are you using to whip said buttons? I haven't played my, what is it? Henzi Precon deck in a while. I'm going to play that, to be honest. But what I was thinking as a joke one day, like, I don't know if, I don't know where this would live. Maybe it's like a TOC thing. Maybe I'll pitch it to Charlie. I always thought, like, I occasionally watch Mr. Wubby stream. Wubby's a very funny guy. He has some very off-the-wall humor and some very exciting streams. Fuck. There was a guy who said, like, Wubby be cool. I put you as, like, on my, like, resume as, like, I like, worked for you in, like, production or whatever. Like, they might call you just, like, be cool. And he was, like, kind of torn up about it. I was thinking it would be funny to do a stream where we were, like, everyone who shows up can work for the day, and then, like, make a crazy title up and be like wizard or something like that, and that way you can claim being a wizard on your resume for, like, a day, which I think would be really, really funny. I have no idea if that would work. Like, I don't know anything about, like, the employment law concerns or anything like that, but I think it would be so funny to do that. Wizard, of course, my official job title. If you guys didn't know, I'm a wizard. That was crazy. I blame him right now. Yeah, thank you, Kobe. I blame him right now. I've watched, like, oh, God, 50 hours of VR chat cringe compilations because of, like, him being like, have you guys heard of proximity chat? And I was like, that seems interesting, and I started watching. I was like, it's all I watch. It's funny because, like, there obviously is cringe in VR, but there are also, like, plenty of people just being like, bro, fuck you, and blocking them. That shit's so funny. Dude, I've never heard of that. What is that? But that's exactly what I'm talking about. What are your past editions? Casting spells. True. Yeah, it's crazy how they never block them. That seems like a good system, by the way, Zonic. I saw it earlier. It, like, a lot of times in America, that would just be, like, free labor. We hired 1,000 people for one day. I wonder what we could do. Hey, thanks for membership, Vamps. I wonder if it's, like... Oh, I bet we could do something in a game, like Minecraft. I bet we could hire 1,000 people. This is old school RuneScape. I bet we could hire, like, 1,000 people to build, like, the biggest Charlie Moist Critical in Minecraft or something like that, and then everyone can call themselves, like, wizard builders. That's a really good point, Tal. That is a really good point. I do not like that association. I do not, and I don't like that organization at all. However, I am a dungeon master, and I would like to say that that is our word. Thank you very much. Pondering at the trash hole. That's a good one. I want to learn how to DM. Dude, awesome. The easiest way is to have friends who are cool with, like, you kind of getting up to speed. But obviously, like, you don't have to invent the wheel. You could just, like, get a pre-made adventure and run it. Dungeon Master might not sound so good to someone who doesn't know D&D. What do you mean by that? No, you're right, though. It's, oh, God, I just ate. Damn it. Imagination. Honestly, you don't even really need imagination. Like, you can get pre-made adventures to do that. I like being a facilitator of vibes and fun during group games, so I feel like I would love that role. You absolutely would love that role. Do you have friends who play? I'm thinking about what you said again, Lunatic. Now it just sounds like a Mr. Beast video. Kinda? Do they play, like, other, like, very on and off? Oh, okay. Well, like, the cool thing about D&D is, like, you can do, like, a recurring game, like, over and over and over again every week, every other week, every month, or whatever. But, like, I know a guy who, what he does is, like, once or twice a year, he gets all his boys in a house, like, for some, like, random holiday, like Easter or whatever, and then they, like, do a couple of games together for, like, a weekend. But, like, you easily could do it that way. Like, one thing that I love doing as a DM is being like, fuck it, Halloween's coming up. I'm running a spooky game. It's a haunted house. I don't care who's here. If you're here, you're on the yelling, the spooky screaming train. We're gonna do haunted house like D&D, and then like just run a game for like you know, spooky season or whatever you want to do, or like Christmas or whatever. I love Christmas. I have like a 5-year recurring one-shot game for Christmas, and it has a story, but we only ever play on Christmas. It's very funny. Yeah, exactly. Run one-shots until you're used to DMing. Exactly right. Magic D&D. I didn't play the Theros one, no. But I very much would like to. I forgot that happened. I knew about Ravnica. Santa versus the Four Elves. That's like... Drew kind of did something like that. How would you run a roguelike or Groundhog Day campaign or one-shot? So I've done similar games to what you're asking, Lunatic, which is like time loop or like resetting. I have done those. In fact, I did one long-term for Skill Check. We did a Lifebringers arc. It was really important, in my opinion, for the players to know right away what was going on. Like, after the first loop, like, the easiest way, in my opinion, to tell them what's going on is to give them the same intro speech again in the same tone of voice at the same pace. But, like, players are going to get confused, like, pretty quickly. If they figure something out, like, out of game, you kind of need to tell them, like, you've figured something out. Because, like, they can easily get, like, dissuaded or, like, downtrodden on their, like, their efforts if they don't know that they're, like, making a difference actively. Like, they can feel stuck forever. Do you guys think you ever post D&D videos? Feel like your group would be hilarious. We did post D&D videos, so, like, a long time ago. Okay, two splits. I'm starting a personal game again with Drew. We probably will not post those. Now, that being said... I ate the last bit. That being said, I think that we may start streaming it again from time to time when we have time. That won't be in the short term. That'll be in the medium term because we want to get the stream set up ready to go for like deck review and then a few collabs we're doing. Now, the origin of Skill Check is D&D. Our very first videos on the channel are D&D. If you haven't seen them, click our history and scroll back like a year. They're there. I will give you a caveat. Pretty much nobody in the room knew how to play D&D with the exception of one-ish people. No wonder that why Twitch is Skill Check D&D. Yeah. That's why Twitch is Skill Check D&D. And the thing is, I can't change that. By the way, we have to be a bigger platform to change my name. Anyway, I'm a newer viewer within the past year. Yeah, that's cool. I'm happy to give the context. I love giving the context. Don't think I'm pointing at you going, how dare you not know the lore of my channel that you should be on every day. No, not at all. So we started with D&D, and pretty much everyone in the room, with the exception of me and Drew, and then like one other person, had never played before. So like, I guess Charlie had played like a couple of games as like a Trashmancer at one time. And so the first couple of games, clearly they're trying to get the like the nervies out and like figure out like how to play. So give them some grace. But I gotta say, those guys are great storytellers and even better entertainers. There's some really beautiful moments in that game. I was really proud of them. Especially like, it's mostly on super duper infinite hiatus, at least the main game. Lore Master, thank you. But we had a good time, and I think that there are definitely nuggets in there worth watching. Now, there are also like tech hiccups and stuff, and one of my favorite 30. There might have been more. I don't know to be honest. But one of my favorite moments. This is not a spoiler. But there was a boss. That Kobe, I was actually thinking of that. I didn't want to say that one. There was a boss fight where we were like about to go fight a big bad evil guy, and the fucking oh, perfect, more. Okay, I thought there was more, but that's good. And as soon as we like face the boss, fucking lightning strikes outside and shuts the whole power down for the facility. We're like, oh, okay, like that's we summoned some kind of demon. That's not good. So we get everything up, and we're like about to run again, and we face the boss. Lightning strikes outside and shuts the power off again, and we're like, what the fuck? It was crazy. I don't have the answer to that question, Legendary. And it's not that like, I'll be blunt. If I had it, I wouldn't give it to you because I don't think I can. But I literally don't know. I literally don't know. For those of you who don't know, there's a separate team that works on that. There's some really, really good guys. I played WoW with them. They're really cool dudes. Oh, and I want to play Magic with them on skill check. I challenged them. I don't know if this will end up in the box brawl we just did, but I challenged them. They're a team of 2 to a game of custom commander against me and Drew, like two-headed giant. So we're going to make them commanders based on the soaps flavors. I don't know which ones we're going to choose. And then me and Drew are going to pick like some smelly guys to play, and then we're going to play against them on screen. So you'll get to meet them. I'm looking forward to that game. We're still in the tank thinking about... Actually, chat, for those of you who know Cheeky, you got any good like commander ideas for like the Cheeky flavors? I guess since nobody eats them, smile. I've been looking at them. I'm on something. There's something in Pulp Francis for sure. There's something in Pulp Francis. Gitrog? Yeah, we can play Gitrog. Dude, this soap is really good. I'm confused how, like, our organization of goofy, farty, silly goofies was able to make it. It's really... I genuinely only use it. Bold to assume I don't eat it, yeah. Would I ever do a Final Fantasy 14 stream? Yes, Arxano. Yes, I will do one. I will do one. That is a commitment. And so... And not one, a lot. Here's the problem. Saturday slots for me, like this stream right now that you're in, hello, are usually the long stream slot. And the long stream slot right now is taken up by Final Fantasy VII Remake. Or Rebirth. When that's done, I'll need a new long game to play. And I still have, like, Oblivion and stuff. But at the same time, I want to do that. I want to play every single Final Fantasy. And some friends of mine are trying to get into 14 right now. I have friends who are in it already. And so the big problem is there's a million billion hours of story between me and them. So when I'm done with Final Fantasy VII, it will probably take the next slot. Although I don't think I'll do it every Saturday, if that makes sense. Oh, sick. Thanks, Morut. I hope you like it. I hope you like it. It's definitely got some rough spots in the beginning, but I think it's got great moments. I would love to play it, Arxano. I have heard nothing but good story. Oh, literally, my music that I set my alarm clock to in the morning is Equilibrium Sophia's theme from Final Fantasy XIV. I could see... where are you going with that, Sora? Where are you going with that? So, I digress. Final Fantasy XIV will be played. It's just a matter of when. So, I'd like to have... Like, I have 7 on the roster right now. I haven't finished Oblivion. And then, I have Expedition 33. I have every Final Fantasy. I have Outer Wilds. I have all the Fallouts. And, like, someone suggested Diablo 2, which actually sounded really fun. I can't really start those until I, like, have closed some of them. So, like, I could, but I just don't want to. So, what I'm thinking is, after I finish 7, I'd like to finish Oblivion, like, in tandem. And then I can have, like, 2 games I can juggle. Ah, the non-legendary ones. Okay. Yeah, I think that'd be fun. Well, one thing I think would be cool would be to do, so for Box Brawl, we've always done, like, like, you know, if you don't have a legendary, you have to play a multicolored, right? I think it would be interesting to pick, like, of all of Magic, the multicolored creature that is not a legendary. Ooh, Touch Grass can be landfall would be cool, yeah. A multicolored creature that's not a legendary, that would be the best commander or your favorite commander. Like, I don't even know. Thinking about it, I have no idea what it would be. How we do 1 to 9 since there's no voice and a lot of text and reading? Good question. Well, so 7 had a remake, and therefore I don't have to, which is nice. But I bought 1 through 6. God, I think you may be asking, am I gonna do adorable voices? I might do voices. I guess it depends on the playtime. I'd have to think about it. We have thought about COD content, so I think that I would play it, although I haven't played an FPS in a long time. I really like Call of Duty Zombies. Like, I grew up with it. But at the same time, I don't know where it would be on the channel. Now, that being said, I suspect that you may see something like that from our organization at large in the next 3 months. I don't want to spoil a video we've been talking about. Let's see. As someone who's never played Final Fantasy and knows nothing about it other than what you've seen in cards, what would you recommend I play first? Have you played any other action RPG, JRPG games like where you like run in and hack and slash and stuff? COD Zombies is really fun though. Like turn-based ones? No, not really. What about the newer ones? Yeah, Suitor. What about the newer ones that are like not turn-based? Like they're like actual real-time run in and press buttons to swing your sword and stuff. Is there a cool ranch version? Nah, they've only got this version, whatever that is. I don't know what that is. Music kind of slaps actually. I've been tuning it out until right this second. Any examples you can give? Well, the best example would be the one that I've been streaming recently. Well, not super recently, but Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. Because you're onto something about the turn-based ones. Like there are a lot of turn-based ones, but they modernized Final Fantasy VII at least, and a few of the newer Final Fantasies operate the same way. Where it's like real time and you actually like click buttons and use a controller and run around. It's not like delayed or waiting. Okay. Click the They're in the live tab. Oh, that's true. Absolute Cinnamon Asmaranda would be good. Click the live tab. Go look for my last Final Fantasy VII VOD. It's I think it's called I Will Not Forget Sephiroth or something like that. And then just look at what the combat looks like. That's like the example of modern Final Fantasy. It's no longer turn-based. I think that the first version of Final Fantasy VII is a great place to start. It's Final Fantasy VII Remake, not the original. The first remake in modern era. It's got action combat. It's got a good story. You do not need to have played the original turn-based one to understand the game. And I think it's a lower price point than the other big one, Rebirth. The stories do not intersect, so like you don't need to play 1 through 3, 4, 5, 6 to play 7. I think that that's a good one. But if you don't like that combat and you want to try a turn-based, then there's a bunch of turn-based ones out there. I just think that that one's best right now. I feel like Pokemon and Persona. A lot of those games that you're mentioning. So like I've never played Persona. I know it's up my alley for sure. I would play it. Especially because the music fucking bangs, dude. The music bangs. Alright. Time for me to get the drop. Oh, why did I summon that? That was stupid. That was stupid. Finish up with the... remake coming with the... Well, getting distracted by Aerith is half the game. Just get the drop forehead. It's 50-50, brother. I saw your comment earlier, Dragon, about alluring scent and cheeky decks. I think it would be funny to give them scent-based cards. We have to think about it. You didn't get distracted by Aerith? Watch your tongue around me. Put some respect on the Flower Girl name. Although, man, the streaming schedules are going to get tight coming up, too, because I just realized the Helldivers Xbox launch, I thought was next Saturday, but is it next Tuesday? Is it coming up that fast? Yeah, I would do Remake, Final Fantasy VII Remake. But go to my live tab and look at the combat first. Like, if you don't like the combat, it's a big part of the game. $3 days? Oh, so it is Tuesday. Wow. Okay, that changes a lot. I guess I'll probably be playing on Tuesday then. Oh, yeah, and Fallout 76. Oh! Chat, there's an infinite number of good games that I want to play. Thanks to follow Sanitizing Gel and Tundra. I don't think I got you either. Makes me think of Dogma. Okay, cool. If that's your vibe, then Remake is the one I think you should play. Does Phyrexian Tamia work for Lo-Fi? Lo-fi is hard. Oh, and Left 4 Dead. That's true. That's true, and Warframe. Man, I want to play all these fucking games. I mean, being spoiled for choice is always great. Remake Intergrade. That's the one. That's the one. If you even want to see that game, I streamed that, I don't even know, a couple months ago at this point. Whoa! I hope you have fun. Play Warframe with me. I would probably need some help catching up to like the modern era. I think we figured out the last one. I don't even think I had Hildren. The last frame I had. Wait, Spice Rack. You know? Do you remember Spice Rack? Do you remember what like what the last frame I had was? Stream has been making me think about a Warframe renaissance. No, not my whole ass God-given Warframe name. I'm giving on you, by the way. I don't care if people know that name. What was the frame? It was Nidus, yeah. It was the and then we did Equinox for like big room farming, but I feel like there was something else I played a lot. Loki, maybe? No. Oh, fuck. I don't know that I can kill this one. I'm out of prayer. Yeah, Lunatic. Although a buddy of mine I actually played with is in YouTube. He's, where I think he's like the Warframe guru. Like, he knows things. Those are good times, dude. Those are good times. Scent of Brine? I don't even know what that is. What? Oh, Scent of Brine. That's kind of cool. Just already count for Pulp Francis on Hat Aura alone. Oh, Hat Aura is kind of a funny... Oh, I need to switch there. Kind of a funny idea. It's a great game. It's a great game. What? Weird that it stopped. It's kind of funny because Hat Tribal was something we thought about doing for... hello, Debbie! Was something we thought about doing for Sharpie Commander. Dang. Okay. We got a bank. I am doing well. I am doing well. Stolen Dream. When I saw the stream start, I popped in. What's Stolen Dream? What do you mean? What is that? Is that a quest that I forgot about? I don't think so. Also, how are you drinking coffee and Coke Zero? I'm like... Oh, yeah! Nice! That's a good one. I'm like a... God, I don't even know. So what's a mythical creature that has a lot of drinks? Like, I guess like some kind of hoarder, like a goblin. I just like keep all of my drinks in one place. So like, I guess you can't. Here's 2, and then like these are empty, but like I also would normally have like more stuff. A gremlin, yeah. A wizard with his potions, yeah. Bacchus? Yes. Yeah, Chad. I'm a little bit like Bacchus. Pretty normal thing to just say about yourself. Dude, you guys are cooking. Dragon hoarding liquids. A potion seller? Yeah, true. These are my strongest potions. No, I don't know what it is. Like, I've always liked to have multiple drinks. And maybe it's just a change in vibe. But also I have a horrifying, an unyielding, an unwavering, a ceaseless, a severe addiction to caffeine. Your strongest potions. I mean, it's kind of a fun project, though, Legendary. You should drink out of a RuneScape bottle. Dude, if I had one, I would. That's a great idea. Alright. Oh, nice. I thought that we'd spent more time than we had. We're good. We still have at least like an hour to go. Both of them are fucking protecting from magic? Those bastards. Wait, I'm literally already doing the right thing. Where? I deposited my fire runes! Caffeine Club, yeah. Nah, you get it. Alright, cool. If Coke was a RuneScape potion, which one would it be? I think what you're asking is which RuneScape potion would have the taste of Coke? Stamina Pot. That's extremely funny, actually. As it should be, Mr. Rack. The idea of, like, running around RuneScape and being tired until you just crack open a nice cold Coke and just, like, chug it down so you can continue to run around is very funny to me. A cannon? What? I have a friend pumping through 2 Monster Energy drinks a day. That's crazy. Like, Monster Energy would be one of these. You actively take damage every time you drink it. Grandmaster of Flowers is great. That is good. Okay, but unicorns are badass. Everyone knows that. You don't fuck with unicorns. But, like, if you considered an M1A1 Abrams a unicorn. You know what? Someone does, and I'm not going to harsh their vibe, you know? I'm not going to harsh their vibe. Unicorns can fuck you up from front or back. That's true. They're like a dual threat. Like, yeah. Which new movie were up? Oh, speaking of new movies, I don't know who it was. One of you guys in chat. Were one of you guys in chat the person who told me to watch the Minecraft Rich versus Poor? Claim your badge if you're here. Death of a... I've literally never heard of that. Death of a... You know... Oh! What the... That's a crazy... Is it Paul Rudd? Not me, but he just did that last night. It was fire. Yeah, it was shockingly good. Yeah, you're right that he makes really good 1K player vids. I fucking watched like 5 of them. Like I guess all the ones he had left. They were really good. Richard versus Persephone? What do you mean? Is that what that video's about? For Westo! Dude, Terraria Unicorns did absolutely slat. Yo, if you guys haven't seen it... Yeah, that's exactly what I thought. If you guys haven't seen it, that Rich versus Poor 1000 players by... who's the guy? Ish? I don't normally like the Minecraft simulation videos. Like, I love Minecraft... Oh, Lunatic guys. Hold on. Here. Sorry about that. Let me give you the context for this. Hold on. It's like the current cultural phenomenon. Hold on. There it is. Hold on, let me not get killed by this demon real quick. Here. Oh, it has 15. It has 14.5 million views. That's sick. I mean, he deserves it. Like him and all the players, they did a great job. Here's the link in YouTube, and here's the link in Twitch. So this video, they make 2 islands, and I'm not going to spoil anything. I'm just going to give you the premise. One of them is extremely dense with resources, and one of them is extremely not dense with resources, like people barely being able to survive. And the concept is that they can form their own 500-player experience on either island. I'm not going to say anything more than that. I will just say, I thought it was a very good story and very cute, considering that all the players in there were random people, and yeah, content creators and stuff like that too. But everyone had an opportunity to make an impact, and it's clear that even random people made an impact, which is really cool. I think I had seen one of his early videos. I think I had seen one of them a while back, but I really liked it. I'm not gonna say again. I'm not gonna say what it was, but I, a dungeon master who has dungeon mastered many dungeons and has written many stories, knew what the ending was from the moment that the thing that is involved in it was revealed. I knew that was going to happen, but that doesn't mean that that's a bad thing. In fact, the opposite. It meant that he put the work in so well that when we got there, the breadcrumbs. Yeah, Chekhov's gun is a good way. I didn't even blowpipe with the. Was so stupid. Chekhov's gun moment. Yeah, like you knew it was coming, and that was a good thing. I think. I'm on the quest. Hey, keep working, soldier. I hope you'll find something. That's pretty funny. I do like Absolute Cinnamon as Asmo. I think that's funny. But we also could make our own as well. But I digress. That Minecraft video, absolutely, it's fantastic. It's a great watch. Although it is a little long. Oh, I missed. I figured he had a lot of like admins and stuff. 80? I mean, he'd have to, right? Yes, sir. Everybody gets cheeked up for Magic Night. Thank you, sir. Let me see. Oh, it was Rhino! Yeah, that's what it was. Thank you. I forgot that we were doing, like... I think they've changed him since then, right? Like, it used to be when you take damage, you would get armor. Rhino wasn't like the last Warframe that came out. It was just the last one we played at the time. He did, Nightwake? That's so cool. I didn't know that. Later, Freljord. Whoa, Freljord's going to his high school reunion. Good luck, dude. Hey, make sure you tell him you're a mod for skill check. Did I just kick that guy? What the hell? Take care, bud. Will do 100%. That's funny. Yeah, it's basic, but it was solid. We played him for a while. Well, if Ish ever sees this, he did a great job. Or if you guys are involved in that community, pass it along. Great job. Very, 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 very well done. That's true. Smoke them if you got them, boys. Smoke them if you got them. Sometimes you got them and you got to smoke them. You know what I mean? That does indeed sound like shenanigans. You should get on that, lunatic. You guys are some gamers. My brain is processing what you're saying. What's left? Do you remember? I know you got the one that we couldn't do for a long time, the Hema or whatever. Copy. Have you ever done Royal Titans, by the way? I literally haven't. It's something I want to do. The problem is, like, this account was past them. Like, I had Augury and Rigor already, and it's like a Twin Flame Staff could be cool, but I haven't had a reason to go back there yet. It's something about taking damage while it's charging up. Like when you activate the ability, Null, and take damage, you get more. Three Scurrius Spines and 10 kills is crazy. Hello, Mr. Zaraki. Yeah, exactly. It kind of makes a meh. Although I'm in another group, Iron Man group, that's like kind of at that tier right now. $203 quest points? What? That's crazy. No. That one has a couple people who actually play. The problem is, like we're like they need their first Cox upgrades if they can get them, like any of them. And this account that you're looking at right now, I need a T-bow, I need Ancestral Hat, and I need Ancestral Bottoms. I would like Claws. Like I need a bajillion things there. So like if I go, I'm going on this. I also am really tired of not having my Missouri. Like I'm thinking about going back. Moving and grooving. Do you have the levels at least, Suitor? I feel like 70 cooking is such a deceptive requirement. Do you know how far along they are, Mort? You can only get the colors by, like, doing content? That's crazy. I wasn't a huge Plains of Eidolon guy. It was like... I think it was good content. It was just content I wasn't that interested in. He got... Oh, wow. That's crazy. That's crazy. I had to sell my Ring of Suffering to buy a bond. Times are tough. Times are tough. Duviri? What's Duviri? Duviri. Is that the... Is that the, fart. What the hell is their name? The fucking Corpo guys. What the fuck is their name? Is it Open World Corpo? Is that what that place is called? We all live together? I feel like I played Steel Path at least a little, but it was like on release it was like fine. Ah, thank you. What is it? It doesn't sound familiar to me. True, true, true. I think we have a few RuneScape gamers here. I think a community group Iron Man would be kind of interesting. But, like, we would get robbed all the time is the only problem. Roguelike-esque side stuff, but the story rocks. Hey, you said all the buzzwords I like. Oh, shit. Me stretching when I'm in mortal danger. Too Furious lore spoilers. Oh, okay. I didn't even realize the concept of it was lore spoilers. Thank you for clearing that up. Groups can be up to like 5 people. So I've talked about this before. I've been expanding on this idea in my brain place. A YouTuber named Hanani. Hold on. Find it. Linking stuff is very funny. Here. So a YouTuber named Hanani did this account. It's called the Anyone account. And the concept was... Barco! I know... Hey, but when Barco, though? And the concept was... Literally, the login info was public record. Like, they posted the login info, like, in like their Discord or something like that. And literally anyone could log in. And the point of it was... Anyone could log in. Anyone could do anything. And they would, like, basically, like, occasionally recover the account. Oh, that sucks. They would occasionally, like, recover the account just to see what it does. And, like, be like, okay, today it's, like, begging for money in the Grand Exchange. So I was thinking it would be kind of funny to do that, but with, like, a full group Iron Man of 5 people. Because what happens with that kind of account is 2 things. One, the first thing is that people will just log in and steal all the money, which is super true. It's log in and steal all the money, and that happens all the time. How quick do you think that account gets muted? It actually did in their series, I think. But because we're Group Iron Man, we can't accept gear from the outside. So what used to happen is that for the Anyone account for Hanani, people who wanted to do stuff on the Anyone account would log in, then they take their other account, they would trade them like a melee set of armor. They would go do the activity, then they would take the stuff and put it back on their other account, and then log out, so they couldn't get stolen from. But because it's Group Iron Man, literally every single time we did it, we would have no money, and no one could give us money. So every single... And this is like kind of either the charm or the failure of the series. Every single time we logged in to do anything on the Group Iron Man Anyone accounts, we would have to, like, get gear from scratch again every single time. And, like, I do think that's kind of funny. I also think it would get very old. I'm, like, on the fence about it. Because, like, you can get cheap gear from Iron Man, like, pretty fast. Like, you just need untradables and recoverables. So, anything that you can get back at Purdue, like the Anchor, the God Books, like a Dwarven Helm, like all that stuff we can continue to get back, like, for a few thousand coins, which we could, like, steal. We could do one account as private and save things there. That is a good, like, middle ground. I guess mine could be private, right? Like, I can play with you guys. That's actually not a bad idea now that I think about it. That's a good suggestion. I don't actually hate that idea. But, like, the only problem then is, like, what, I'm constantly feeding, like, a bunch of hackers. I don't know. I kind of like the idea of us having to grind from scratch every time we want to do something. Like, it wouldn't take that long, but imagine a stream where we're like, guys, we're like mid-70s. Today, we're going to kill bandos. And we're like fucking naked. So we have to go fishing together. Fish like an inventory of stuff. I'll explain in a sec, Garrett. Fish like an inventory of stuff. Make like, I don't know, 100k. Buy dragon scimitars. You're right that if someone bots it, the whole group has a chance of getting banned. You're right about that. But at the same time, I don't know how we would get around it and have the concept still work. You can limit what you can keep private. Yeah. Maybe if we get like Because I'm thinking, like, part of the fun for me would be, like, rebuilding every day with you guys. Because, like, if I have, like, all the food in the world, like, if I go fishing and keep it, then, like... Okay, then it's just, like, I just, like, give you fish. Like, you know what I mean? It's, like... So, Iron Man means you can't trade anyone. You can't pick up stuff that people drop. And everything... Basically, everything you use has to be either gathered or made by you. And the difference with Group Iron Man is that those rules still apply, except to the people in your group. So, yeah, we could do that more. So, the idea would be that you make a group of friends, like 2 people, 3 people, 4 people, or 5 people. And then what you do is you go, okay, we only want to play with each other. Like, we don't want to play, like, with the Grand Exchange or something like that. It's fun. Yeah, it's fun. And so... I did that. That's what this account was originally. And so, like, early on, we all, like, kind of took roles. Like, one of my buddies was like, I'll get early money for stuff. And, like, one of my other buddies was like, I'm going to get everybody whips. And was like, blah, blah. And I was like, okay, I'll go into the swamp and I'll get everybody, like, early crafting materials. And we, like, kind of split up and attacked the world of RuneScape as a team. It was really fun. I actually do think that they could just walk the account into Woody and die to their main. Yeah, they could. They could. Anyone could. That's the thing, Suitor, is like whether we think the community would do it or not. I'm thinking. So if I just leave it public, because this might be the sauce. If I just leave it public, I put it in general, I let the password there. Like, people who are not actual community members are pretty incentivized to just go in and steal our shit. If I do members, then yes, it's the members part of the community. That's funny, Rack. If I do members, then yes, it's only the members. It's not general, but like... Well, so that's the problem, Dragon. I believe in the community, for sure. But the second that anyone, like, browsing RuneScape sees this stream and like, understands the concept, and they go, oh... The login info is just there? Okay, they're just going to steal everything. Like, the opportunity for a random person to see what I'm doing is pretty high, I think. Like, we get a good amount of impressions on the stream, a couple thousand. Like, YouTube will show a couple thousand random people, like, what's going on in the stream. If anyone clicks in, they immediately have access to the info by just going to Discord, is what I mean. Now, I don't think that bad actors won't go to... like members, like there's a pretty good chance they'll pay $5 to steal our shit on RuneScape, is what I'm saying. But also at the same time, I guess we could Like, I guess I could change the passwords every day and, like, not... I would want you guys to be able to play different times. Yeah, like, I don't... Oh, I misclicked. I don't see a way around, unfortunately, like, risking stuff. Manage the account info, which would mean you could see who griefed it. Only if it was able to change the password. What about just chatters, like people who have chatted? Yeah. But then I'm in a position, or like the mods are in a position where we have to like vet every single person who wants to play, you know? And like, I'm sure there are people who don't say much in the streams. And even still, yeah, it's a fun thing. Yeah, it's a fun thing. And even still, I think that people would chat and be like, hi, I've been watching your content for 1,000,000 years. And then they would just steal everything. Which is okay. I just don't see a world where we get around it and still keep the premise, is what I'm saying. Oh, by the way, later, Lunatic, I apologize. I didn't say bye to you. Case in point. Like, I know that Spice Rack has lurked at least a couple of times. You know what we could do? So what I'm thinking is, it does seem important to me that we can keep some stuff. And, like, keeping... Thank you, Dragon. I appreciate it. Feel into members, I don't think we would get many, yeah. I don't think we would get many. I also don't know that it would... Like you're saying, it wouldn't be enough to support that many accounts. I do think that people would play on it, but I don't think it would be, like... Someone's on all day, every day, you know what I mean? So it would be a little slower. Maybe it's something we do after I get a little bigger, you know? Wink. 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 Why old school and not the newer one? No, it's a good question, actually. I think if you are not plugged into the RuneScape lore, it doesn't make much sense to play the older version of the game when you could play the newer one. At least that's what you might think. So what happened was... I also hate mowing the lawn. Like... I don't even know at this point, 30 years ago, something like that, 25 years ago, RuneScape came out. I forget the very first iteration of the game, but then there was like RuneScape Classic. RuneScape Classic was like a 2D adventure in RuneScape. Like literally 2D, like Mario sprites. That was fun. It went well. And that was like right after it... Oh, have fun, Thorn. Good luck. Right after they evolved into kind of like what you see on screen now. And that was RuneScape, just RuneScape. And RuneScape rules. But the problem with RuneScape is that it evolved into a more modern pace and era, and a new level of gamers jumped in. And at some point, the company, 07 I think is when this happened, I get my dates mixed up all the time, was like, okay, we have an idea. Everyone wants RuneScape to be World of Warcraft. So we're going to put action bars in, and we're going to put like real-time combat where you have to like click on abilities, and that's what the player base wants. We're gonna do that, and we're gonna level up. We're gonna call it the evolution of combat. And then everyone was like, 2013? Okay, thank you. And then everyone was like, we don't want that. And then they were like, you do want that. And we were like, we don't want that. And then we were like, they were like, you do want that. And we were like, no, we really don't want that. And so obviously, they did it anyway. And so like a bunch of people left RuneScape. And fast forward to today, that game still exists. It's called RuneScape 3. It's the modern RuneScape. And yes, they walked some of those changes back. Like, you can still play that game in the way that it's played, like with the action bars and stuff. I think there's a click-based combat like this too. But they absolutely jammed microtransactions straight down that game's throat. When you log in, there's a giant fucking wheel in front of you. You can play the wheel and win gold, like hundreds of millions of gold, like not even like a little bit. And a lot of people didn't like that, right? Like, you could buy keys, you can max within a month is crazy, you can buy XP, like, so you have huge microtransactions, literal pay to win, and a system that wasn't like core to RuneScape when it came out. And so what happened was, a while back, yes sir, Borky, a while back, people were like, can we have like old RuneScape back, please? Which is just this click adventure thing. And they were like, I don't know. And they're like, okay, we'll do a poll. And like hundreds of thousands of people were like, bring this shit back. So they did. And so what ended up happening is they basically rolled the game back to like an earlier time in RuneScape. And from there, they have kept the engine and integrity basically the same. There's some, like, they did some back-end work, but, like, everything is still click combat and stuff. And they've only added new content in the flavor of the game. That is old school RuneScape. So today, that's what you see. I vastly prefer this game to RuneScape 3, and that's why we play it. And they continue to add new stuff, which is cool. Yep. It was a different world. It was a different world back then. Probably should heal, huh? Hidden, please. Pog. Yeah, this game is old. Nah, we're all old. We're all old. Oh. Tormented Demons have some windows where you can chill, but then, like, you look real stupid when you're... All the flax you pick yourself is free, right? Yeah. Did you just admit to rigging the elections on camera? Mortrot459. I remember making several accounts and voting for OSRS to pass. First and foremost, absolutely. Well done. Good job rigging that election. It's a... No. I was about to celebrate you. I was doing a bit. Listen, you might have been the vote that mattered. I wouldn't have been here without you rigging the election, so thank you. Thank you. I never knew they turned arse into a money grab with stream. Yes. Thank you very much. I'm glad that you like that. This content is, first and foremost, a Magic channel. I really am enjoying live content. I stream every Monday and Saturday without fail. Now, I also stream other days when I have time or feel like it. But Monday and Saturday, I will always be live. I might die. So, yes, those are the answer to the question. I will say... Jagex got a new CEO, and the new CEO said that they're going to walk back microtransactions in RuneScape 3, which is kind of cool. Zezima, Spice Rack. Zezima you're thinking of. Hey, thanks for the membership, Garrett. I really appreciate that. Is there a better alternative to baked potatoes in the warrior skill without needing high skills? Are you a main or an Iron Man? Oh, did they release more? That's fucking so stupid. That's terrible. No, potatoes are pretty good. Like, well, wait, what's your fishing level? I'm trying to figure out what high skills means for you. Yeah. Ah, that's so cool. $49. Okay. Well, so there are alternatives, but they need different skills usually. Am I stupid? Where the hell is it? I guess it's on the meats, huh? What can you fish? Oh, you're actually not that bad. Most... Oh, I'm so stupid. I've done you a terrible disservice. Yes, you need to do Taibawana Trio and get Karambawans. Karambawans for sure. You're close. You're not there. Why does... Oh, this is cooking. That's why. It's 65, I think. Hold on. Other? No, it's under fishing, I guess. What the fuck? It's none of these. I'm so confused. Oh, here it is. So, the answer is yes and no. Potatoes where you're at is really good. There is stuff that people do, like you can buy pizza and put pineapple on it. You can do Hunter, and you can get, like, butterflies that heal you, or you can get Antelope, which is really good. Buying food, though, generally the Warriors Guild is pretty good. You can also buy these in the restaurant in Brimhaven. But that being said, 65 is not really that far from you, and this is what people would fish. They heal 18. That's what I would aim for in the short term. But it's also really easy to fish those because they're next to a fairy ring, so it's super, super fast to fish those. That's what I would aim for. And they are really important to the future of your account, too, because they are combo eats. Yeah. Mortrot was saying you can buy them in Brimhaven. Yeah, they're really expensive for what they are, so I would just fish if you want, like, a lot of them. But if you're, like, going to do bosses right now, then you can buy, like, an inventory. That's what I did on Leagues. I feel like Temperos is probably not the fastest XP at your level. You might be better off doing like fly fishing or something. I have to look at the numbers for you. Actually, I can do that. Do you stream for your own place, or do you do it from the complex that you guys do the channel out of? Right now, from my own place. I think that next week, if everything goes well, we will do it out of the complex. Although Monday and Saturday will usually be from my place. Fishing, XP per hour. Runescape. Wait, no, it's P to play training. There it is. You're 49. Temperos is not bad. Let's see. Alright, there's that, and then... Okay, so you're somewhere in the 35 to 70 range. You're probably getting like 40 to 50k an hour. And then fly fishing at level gives you 34. Okay, so Temperos is actually the best. That's good. I was just double checking. Yeah, barb fishing. Barb fishing is good. Barbarian fishing is... Looks like it starts at 58, though. 48. So he's just barely there. Oh, wow. Barb fishing is only 23k an hour at 48, so Temperos is still the best. Interesting, interesting, interesting. All of the skills in RuneScape have a Wikipedia article page literally called, like, free-to-play or pay-to-play that skill training, and you can go and look at, like, the methods and then, like, find the XP per hour of the methods by your level. So, like, I just looked at fishing. For you, Temperos is best. Fly fishing is probably second best. And then Barbarian fishing is third. I'll drop that in here so you can actually see what I'm talking about. That will take you to fly fishing directly. But that page is what I mean. It is an absolute lifesaver. Yep, Zoraki's gonna... It's an absolute lifesaver with, like, the weird esoteric skills where you're like... Yeah, it's thieving. Like, how hard is it to train? And then, like, you go look and it's like, oh, actually, like, you can steal from, like, people's houses, too. And you're like, oh, sick. Okay, cool. Reading on the comments I missed while I was looking. I never did DriftNet, although I wish I had tried it, because, like, the combo XP is really good. Yeah. The potatoes are really good. Did you ever use a guide for your iron? I didn't really use, like, I think you're talking about, like, the Iron Man efficiency guides or progression guides. I didn't really use those because, like, the point of this account for me was to have fun with my friends. So, like, I started this account and was like, fuck this. I'm going to Shades of Morton. And I had, like, level 1 stats. So, I was like, what do I need? 90... woodcutting and like some basic combat stats. So like I did it that way and I just did it. House method is so chill. Yeah, the house method is really chill in escaping with the windows. Like it's just easy peasy by doing it best. Woodcutting is your least favorite skill? I mean, it's slow and it's not that exciting. Have you done much forestry stuff? Forestry was a big update. It came out after I hit 99, unfortunately, though. It got nerfed? When? You hate runecrafting because you're a base individual. Yeah, it's still pretty tedious. I mostly did woodcutting as like a super AFK skill during the day or like phone, like in like when I was busy in real life. But I didn't mind it. The rate for keys drop and the exchange rate is worse. Oh, okay. So it seems like it's okay. So I have a lot of friends. The way that they'll do the house method is actually not stealing that much from houses. They'll just do the AFK stand by a wealthy citizen with the kid and like just click that for XP. Even that's like 68 to 80k XP an hour just stealing from the kid. I don't remember exactly off the top of my head, but like a lot of my friends who really hate thieving, that's like a godsend for them. Whoa, Tatman. How are you, man? You're working on it. Whoa. Whoa, that's crazy, Zaraki. That's crazy. Yeah, it definitely isn't every single one. You don't get them that fast. Ah, well, that sounds like a good Saturday, Tatman. I've got maybe 1 more hour of streaming left because I'm going to go play some Magic with some friends. They've challenged me to a duel, and I must defend my honor. That's why I'm bringing my strongest precons. Wait, I'm probably on their TV. Hey, you bastards! Hey! Hey, you know who you are. I'm leaving in an hour. I'm gonna beat your ass. I'm playing Jund precons. Sorry if I woke up your kid. Alright, I'm hearing you out. 2 hours? No, I would love to, but I promised I would go. I would like to stream long. Unfortunately, I have like 3 social calls I have to make today, so I'm really pressed for time. But I gave you more streams during the week, so I feel like it balanced out. I know. I would stay if I could. I really do gotta go. But yep, we've at least another hour. At least another hour. Inventory Management Simulator is what I call this game, by the way, Zaraki, and it is very true. Lie to them and show up with your competitive deck. Guys, be cool, be cool. Don't out me in front of them. Nah, I just want to play Jund garbage. Is there is there a better feeling in the world than Jund garbage? Ah, yes. Jund again, I'm afraid. Cocaine Bear! It's printed but not cut, so I couldn't even if I wanted to. We have a new piece of technology, like automatically cuts cards, but you need a stencil, and I have to make it, which won't take me that long, but I actually just have to do it. So it's like, I opted to stream more this week as opposed to actually doing it. Yeah, Karthus! I love Karthus. Well, Jund Spider is getting big come-ups. Do you have a deck that isn't the best, but you love the theme or the way it plays? Oh, yeah, I have tons of... That's like all I have. Probably Ian Malcolm is the one I would point to. Hold on. You really nailed it. That's like my preferred deck. Let's see. Well, don't make me do mechanics while I'm looking at decks. Let's see. Here he is. This guy. No, okay. I gotta be real with you guys. There's been this narrative where I actually don't try at Box Brawl, and that's not true. I do try. A lot of the times, is it a precon? No. A lot of the times, I don't want to spoil the next video. There's a really good example of it this week in Rise of Eldrazi. I put the wrong protection up. A lot of the times the rules of Box Brawl hold me back a lot. And I will not use specific examples, but I will explain in terms that I think you guys will understand without spoiling it. When you get a legendary creature, they must be played as your commander. And if you have enough cards, they got to do it. So you just play whatever pile. In Box Brawl, I get a colorless legendary that I have to play as my commander. And the bad part about that is I have to play then colorless. I didn't have enough to field just a colorless deck, so I could add a color, but only one. And so the big problem is, okay, well, I now can't play half of my good cards, because like colorless, especially back then, was really bad. Hello, Leon. So I end up looking at my pile of cards. I pick the best single color I can, but everyone else gets either legendaries in full colors or commanders or no legendaries in colors, and they can play whatever they want. So from the get-go, my card pile is half as good as my opponent's. And yeah, my commander was pretty strong, but when you watch that video, you'll understand why that never mattered. And so I'm already got half the good cards that my opponents have. Now here's the other thing that happens. I don't know how the boys come to this conclusion. Hello, Mark. But every time we do Box Brawl, chat, you guys know, invariably, someone will look at me and go, he's open, but he's got open mana. Like, surely he doesn't have it. Chat, what happens when I have open mana and they ask, does he have it? I'm not even going to answer. I think you guys know the answer to that question. I have it. Right. So what ends up happening is, whoever attacks me, I break their best toy. Now I'm fucked, and that person's fucked. And usually what happens is, Charlie knows, don't attack Ryan. He always has it. So he doesn't attack me. So then Drew or Matt attack me, because they're the ones who are like, nah, he doesn't have it. And then, we're both in a bad spot. Right, yeah, we're both in the bad spot. So then Charlie doesn't attack me. He's fine. And then we are weak, so the other person goes, oh shit, there's easy points, and they kill one of us. Every single time. And I'm like, and that's why I ask on camera, I'm like, hey guys, why did you attack me? You knew I had it. Like, what the hell? Make him do it. And they're like, nah. And I'm like, all right, cool. But it's just funny that, like, at this point, like Drew Winger, you just give... I don't give up. Yeah, thank you for saying that, because I definitely don't give up. Yeah, no. I agree. The comments are being mad to be mad. But it is funny because it's like... I don't care who attacks me in that situation. I'm going to Doomblade the best card of the board of the person who fucks me up. That's what we do. That's what we do. So it's funny. It even happens a similar way in the... that's actually such a good way to put it. Playing a smart game in a room full of barbarians is definitely losing me way faster points than just going unga bunga, my guy block. But the other problem is, like in the game that I was talking about, since I couldn't pick the cards I was playing with, we got a bank. We can do one more. I only had half a card selection, right, compared to like my opponents who had more. That game of Sharpie Commander was very fun. Also, the ending, comments pointed out several times that I could not have done it in the way that I did. True. However, in my hand was a spell where I could have drawn like X cards based on like that number. It was like, not Word of Invention. It was like an X draw spell based on artifacts. Instead of spending the mana again on the Leonardo ability, I could have just drawn like 30 more cards and like it would have been exactly the same. It would have been fine. I just did that because we were clearly hurrying for some reason. I don't remember why. I did end up cheating. I literally didn't mean to. I didn't have to, and it didn't matter. But on camera, it looks like I meant to. It looks like it mattered, and it looks like I tried to. And it was like, I looked at that and I was like, that's honestly kind of poetic. Like, that's pretty funny, actually. Like, you guys here in stream know, I didn't mean to do that at all. I totally was just like hurrying. Because like, I knew they were dead no matter what I did, but I like just fucked it up. So it looks funny. Hello. I know, it's really funny. It's really funny. So you guys know that wasn't intentional, but yeah. Well, you know what's funny is like, I do think that those guys are getting much better at Magic. Particularly Charlie, by the way, who's really good at Magic. Charlie is very, very good at Magic. Yeah, I agree. But everyone is, oh, yeah, for sure. Well, so I'll talk about the Ixalan one. Like, in the Ixalan game, it's not even that... Close, Kobe. It's not even that I misplayed. It's that I had no good options. Like, how do I say this? Chad, I don't know what it is, but the sweet call, the siren call of Jund Do Nothing is just so much for me, dude. It's so much. I can't say no to a good old round of Jund Do Nothing. I just fucking love playing Jund Do Nothing. And so I continuously play Jund Do Nothing in every fucking game that I can because I love Jund Do Nothing. And so what happens when you play Jund Do Nothing is, shocker, you do nothing. And so you think that there might be a secret plan, but not really. So with that Indoraptor deck, I needed Indoraptor to take damage but not die. And every time I would look over at Charlie's board, it wasn't even hard for him. He easily could have killed my guy every single turn on every single attack. So I was like, okay, I can't attack. I have to attack somewhere else. It can't be Charlie. But then, like, pretty quickly, like, I was doing a lot of stuff, but I, like, didn't have a... Like, I didn't really have anything that could get through to endgame, so I was like, shit. I need to get points. Oh, no, I think it's Ixalan. I think that's what the Magic team has said. But, and I think people miss out on this a lot. A lot of times people look at the game, particularly me, because I'm, like, down bad, and they go, if I can get 1 point out of this game, 1 point, it is way better than I expect to. And so what they'll do is they'll sink their whole ship to take someone else out. And so there was a big play. I'm not going to spoil it. But a big portion of the table united in a way that made people think that it was like a suboptimal play. And so for us, though, it was more about the fact that we wouldn't be last place, which is good. One Punch Man, you can win every fight, but you want to be goofy for content. Thank you. Obviously, that's what it is. We can let the unintentional cheating slide. Thank you for forgiving me. It's been keeping me up at night, knowing that I cheated on camera. Matt has improved a lot, but honestly, like, even I've gotten better, I think. Like, how do I explain? There are so many different types of Magic players. Playing against those 4 has been definitely a different experience than I'm used to. The funny number attack. Oh, yeah. Nope. This will be probably the only stream I do this weekend. I've got a pretty busy weekend, unfortunately. I don't know. I'm visiting some family after today. Charlie is a villain with a secret plan, but like that's kind of great for Magic. And interaction is a hell of a drug. I do want to do bingo, but I'm trying to figure out what it looks like. Like, the idea for me would be kind of cool. We could watch like old videos and do bingo, like randomly roll a skill check video and watch it and be like and do the bingo maybe. Watching you because you've got a bunch of insights on plays and make me learn. Cool, thank you. I appreciate it. No, you're fine. I actually think he likes that as well. I think he likes being the like the cunning card player, I guess you call him. Whoa! Welcome back, Sadie. I'm glad that you're inside now and safe from the sun. I like giving insights on plays, but also like oh man, chat. I don't know if I should spoil it. How long is stream today? 40 or 50 more minutes. There's a moment coming up in the next box brawl. I think it's the next one. Where good question, Tatman. Let me get to that after this. There's a moment in the next box brawl that's coming up, I believe, where 2 players are battling it out. Spoiler alert, I'm not one of them. And both players at different times have lethal on the board and miss it. Like one player has lethal, misses it. The other player, because he gave him an option or an opportunity, lethal, missed it. Player 1 goes back and misses lethal, I think again. And like I'm sitting there like biting my lips so hard because I do not like to give play advice after I'm dead because I think it's unfair. And I'm like biting my lip, and it gets so bad, like the consistent like missed lethals, that even Zach goes, guys, hello, come, guys, Matt, guys. I'm like, not a word, dude, not a word, because it was like, it was honestly one of the funnier like comedy of errors we've done on the skill check box brawls in a long time. I'm excited for you guys to see it. The comments are gonna be like, what the fuck am I watching? But like after the game, I was like, hey boys, like what the heck? And they're like, honestly, I didn't think I would get another turn, so I didn't think about it at all. And they're like, oh, true. Yeah, true. Now, the Frank Horrigan videos. So you guys may or may not know, we perhaps have a way to make our own cards. Perhaps we do that. But with the new set, we're upgrading. So I mentioned earlier there's an automated machine that I need to make a stencil for. Those kinds of games where we like just jam like a ton of new proxies. Hello, Josh. Thank you very much. I appreciate you being a fan. And also, I'm streaming a lot these days. You're always welcome to come and say hi, even if you don't know what game or what's going on. So glad to have you. But the games we're mostly playing right now are decks that like I've already printed, and like our old method took a few hours to get decks together, which was like not the best. this method, if it works, will be really fast, and we'll be able to play a lot more like new printed decks quickly in that way. It just requires a little bit of setup that I haven't done yet. Like last week I could have, but I streamed a little bit more instead. So it's coming. It's coming. Tell them to come to Twitch chat. We give free hugs here. Hey, Josh, Twitch chat says that you should go to them because they hug you. I don't really know if that's something you're interested in. Also, for the record, the person saying that they would hug you was just mowing the lawn, so like they might be sweaty. I don't know how you feel about that, but I've passed it on. Did I do good? Miss. Stinky. I heard there are free hugs. Hey, let's go. We got another RuneScape player. Bro, this game fucking rules. This game rules. It's also such a good game to play and talk to chat as long as you're not playing, like, sweaty content. Oh, I was going to do sweaty content today, actually. I have a bunch of stuff going on today, but I was going to do Inferno today, actually. That was the plan for this stream. So I think... I want to do Inferno, but chat, I'm not going to lie. I really, really, really want to play Oblivion again. I'm really feeling it. It's taking everything I have to not play it off stream, but I don't want a moment of that incredible speed archer, not sneak archer, lost to the time. So I'm probably, if I don't get a drop today, which, you know, I never assume I'm going to get a drop because obviously, then I might stream it again on Monday, but if I do, I'm definitely streaming Oblivion on Monday. I fucking miss that game. I really want to beat that game. Game rules. Yes, sorry, pay me no mind. Thank you. If that ends up working well, it'll be a much easier opportunity for us to print that stuff. Hell yeah, Nightwake. Yeah, so I forgot that Helldivers was coming out next Tuesday. Gosh darn. Okay, so probably Monday will be Oblivion or maybe RuneScape, but likely Oblivion. And then Tuesday will be Helldivers. I don't know when that will start because ooh, good luck, man. Slayer rules. I don't know when that will start because, like, obviously YouTube is the priority for me. Like, I want to make sure we put the videos out correctly and, like, make them happen. So, like, something that happens from time to time is well, like, our editors will be like a day in advance to be like, hey, Ryan and Drew, the video will be done tomorrow, and then you guys can post it. And we're like, fuck yeah. And so tomorrow depends on, like, how well the export goes. Sometimes Premiere is like a it's like a cat, okay? Like, you have food in the house and it accepts that, and you're like, okay, it's time to eat. And then, like, export is like fast, and it's like boop 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 boop. And then sometimes it just runs away from you after, like, scratching the fuck out of you, and Premiere takes like 5 hours to export. Like, there's no rhyme or reason. It's just all superstition. Like, my brain. My point is, sometimes the editor's like, we'll get it to you tomorrow, and, like, tomorrow means, like, 5 o'clock in the afternoon. And so I would not want to go live before posting that video. So what it means is, I'm done shooting for the day, I'm back, the video gets posted, probably then I'll go live. Sometime between 4 and 7 for Helldivers is what I would guess. Deck review, and you choose the decks to play. Yes, I would like to do a lot more of that. Some people have submitted some really awesome decks already that we've seen, especially in our deck review stream. Like, somebody did 5-color battles. That shit fucking ruled. That shit was awesome. But there's a bunch of them. There's, like, we built a Frank Horrigan deck on stream. By the way, guys, I definitely will be building decks on stream for Avatar. Maybe Spider-Man. I might do both. There's some cool stuff in there that I'd like to build. Especially maybe, like, I was gonna say J. Jonah Jameson, but, like, he's mono red, so it's like, I don't know. Yep, the crab deck. The crab deck is a great example. I enjoy how much that... What the hell is that? How much Twitch is talking about shower time. Oh, wait, you're a 90 Slayer. You've never done a Raxor? Yes. The encoder is definitely something we talked about this week. I hope there'll be another print of J. Jonah Jameson. I hope I get picked for the... Oh, cool. Well, if you... Let me think about this. What's the commander? Mortrot. Will there be another cool background in the new set like there was in the old set? Yes, there will. Actually, we just filmed... We filmed a couple of games with Chase and Aaron, including Sharpie Commander. And we filmed the box brawl. And the... both of those videos have, like, the wooden background now. So, inadvertently, you guys are seeing, like, the set as it gets built. So, yes. When that set is, like, finished being physically assembled, like the wall is wood, we'll be adding cool stuff again, yes. So it's not it won't be a black box, don't worry. Camilla Seed Miser. I can't look at a deck list right this second, but because I'm killing these guys, but I can give you, like, a quick, oh, this! I can give you, like, some of my thoughts. I like this guy. Yeah. Yeah, I remember this guy. I'm trying to think. I had a friend who played this. He played this as like a Scurry Oak combo deck, I think. Where he tried to make infinite squirrels. Or like infinite tokens with like Academy Manufacturer and like Nuka-Cola machines. Let's see. I'm trying to think. Obviously there's Chatterfang. Peregrine Took. Oh wait. You know what else? So if you haven't seen those cards, I would look them all up. Academy Manufacturer, Peregrine Took, Chatterfang. There's like the one Chitter Spitter. But now that I'm thinking about it, there's a green food commander coming in Avatar. Tireless Provisioner, yeah. There's a green food commander. Everything you named is then you have a solid core. The problem with this kind of deck, Mortrot, is like a problem of direction. I think you should decide whether it's one of three things. A tight infinite combo, I win the game with a combo deck. Fun, I play the cards that kind of say the same thing. I'm just trying to play a good game. Or my point is to make squirrels and win with squirrels. Those are kind of three different takes, I think, on this. From there, it's a lot easier to decide what you want. Tatman refers to exactly what I'm talking about. In Avatar, there's a green cabbage cart guy coming who's got huge food specialty and food-like mechanics. The My Cabbages guy. So, I'm hoping that there will be even more food stuff coming in Avatar because of that guy. It's not impossible there isn't, but it feels like they will do more food stuff specifically in that set. So, I think that keep your eyes peeled on those spoilers. Even just that card is pretty great, but keep your eyes peeled on the spoilers. Are we going to... oh, we're going to do the judge thing. I would like to... It seems tough. It seems tough because, like, the best way to do it would have been to not tell Zach and, like, have Zach do it. But he wasn't on the first one, right? For 2 infinite squirrels encounters and then just infinite HP. Okay. Tapman has a suggestion, which is like tapping food for mana. I think you can do that with, what, Realm Reborn and Smuggler's Stash? RuneScape hit your generation like crack? You're not wrong, brother. You're not wrong. Yeah, Cabbage Cart Guy does it too. That's right. Oh, so does, who makes tokens tap for mana, chat? You know what I'm talking about? Welcome back, Thorn. Doesn't someone make tokens tap for mana? Tragic, Thorn. I feel like Jaheira? Jaheira! Yeah, Jaheira's great. Oh, that was close. Good call. Good call, chat. RuneScape, WoW, and Pokemon Creator. Listen, if this is the whole... If this is my sentence, I, a millennial, sour, sarcastic, and stubborn, am doomed to play RuneScape and Pokemon for all of my days. Lock me up. Throw away the key. Take care, Mark. I think it's very understandable to say Baldur's Gate 3 is D&D, because like that was kind of the point. Did you ever get the drop from Cerberus? No. That's kind of why we're here. Look, I'll show you. I had like 20,000 charges for that sword, the arc light that I was using. Here's my Cerberus log. I never saw a crystal in almost 1,000 kills. Check out this. My task is also a Cerberus task. So my sword is basically broken, and I'm running out of charges. I could maybe go finish the rest of this task. The problem is, I'm like pretty close to not being able to use the sword anymore. And so I was like, fuck it. Let's just go get the upgrade here again. I did not get anything, unfortunately, no. Well, I definitely have to go back, but I would really like to get a synapse here and get an upgraded sword, since like clearly I gotta lock in for yet like another 1,000 kills. I would really like the puppy, though. I know. So, but I've needed this sword for a long time. I've killed 1,000 of these guys already. I've gotten one of their, what's the synapses or what they drop, that makes this bow that I had. But like I was explaining a little bit earlier, the synapses can be easily switched between a bow and a staff, which is great. I need both of those. But once you make it into a sword, it's permanent. So I need a second one to make a permanent sword. Any ideas for what, Garrett? Sorry, let me scroll up. If you put another message in, Garrett, I don't see it. Can you retype it? That's weird. Maybe it didn't send? Any ideas for fun finisher with flubs? Valakut, but I need some other fun. Flubs, doesn't he make you discard your whole hand? Because you could go with like a Glinthorn Buccaneer or something like that. Yeah, you could go with like a Glinthorn Buccaneer discard package. Also, short stream today, yes, I'm out of here in like 40 minutes. I have a bunch of social calls to make today. And whenever you play, just kind of always... Oh. On occasion, legendary. Then I kind of like... I like discard synergies with that. It's tougher in those colors without black for like Waste Not, but you can do the Monument to Endurance or whatever the fuck was in Amonkhet and then Glinthorn Buccaneer. Ooh, wait. Oh, wait, hold on. Later, Mr. Rack. Good to see you, buddy. Wait, hold on. I had a Jimmy Neutron moment. I didn't see that one, but if it's good, I'll watch it. I need more content with CDH right this second. I gotta learn some more. I used to watch CDH, but like I stopped a little while ago. Let me think. God, it's like kind of hard to do. It's like oh god. Let's see. I'm trying to remember. You can set up like some kind of draw engine pingers. I know it's like... He is one of the guards, yes, that's him. I do have a few lines in mind, so I'll just say out loud what I was thinking. Because Flub says, whenever you play a land or cast a spell, you draw a card if you have no cards in your hand. You can take advantage of both discard and draw effects. There's a very funny thing you can do that would be very hard to do, which is draw will replace... you can replace draw with other things like dredge. And what you can do is... I'm sorry. I've now realized where I'm going. My brain says, yes, you must do the funny graveyard combo. So what I would do in this deck, it would not be good, but what I would do is jam as much dredge green shit in as you can, because I think he's teamer. And then play like a Impact Tremors. There's a colorless card that says when a creature leaves your graveyard or when a card leaves your graveyard, make a bat. And that's what I would do, is like play a bunch of like dredge shit, and then like discard, self-discard, And what you would do is you would self-discard the dredge shit in. Every time you got a draw trigger, or like discard your whole hand, whatever, you can use red to do that. And every time you got a draw trigger, dredge to like rip shit back out of your graveyard and move shit around. And then make like an army of like little shitty guys on the board that ping for impact tremors. There are also, my brain is blanking right now, cards that say that you ping when you draw. I think you could jam a lot of those in as well. As far as like finishers though, you're probably better off like playing wheels and then like discard pings. Battery powered mower, that's kind of cool. See, I'm catching up on that stuff. What you like about Media Magic is that the viewer, it's less about getting clicks and having celebrities, more about playing games with your friends and having fun. I feel like that's a lot where... Thank you, Mortrot. Take care. I feel like that's a lot where skill check goes. Maybe not on purpose. Like, I would love to... Why is that? Oh, I'm just stupid. Like, I would love to collab with pretty much anybody, to be honest. But, like, we live in Florida, and, like, 95% of the content creators that do Magic are, like, at least Texas or West, which makes it pretty hard. So we end up pretty much just doing that, you know what I mean? But I love Magic for the sake of Magic. I love watching Magic as much as I can. Why is it stepping on me? What the hell? Oh, yeah, yeah. Well, it's also like, collabs are awesome. They bring a really fun and exciting energy. They're so cool. But the other thing is, like, I feel like you get to know the, like, players and play styles more when they're not, like, not exactly on their best behavior for, like a big Magic celebrity. That's not exactly what I mean, but, like, when they're trying to be, like, respectful and, like, accommodating and a good host, you know what I mean? I did get to meet Prof. I played with Prof. I don't know if those videos ever went up on his channel, but we put a video up with Prof. I will say he is an incredible person. He is humble. He is well-mannered, smart, considerate, and obviously a pretty funny dude. So wherever he is out there, I hope he's having fun and doing stuff. It does seem like he definitely has quite the full schedule. Yeah, it's going well. I have a bunch of like friends who want to hang out with me today, and family in town too. So it's going to continue to do well, although stream will be short. Thank you, Legendary. You know, early on in our skill check career, and this is kind of the reason why we felt confident to keep pushing, someone said, like, in the first, I don't even remember, like 5 Magic videos, this feels like when I play Magic at home with my friends, unlike the other big channels that do it, where the, like, the point is, like, high production value, like, YouTube episodes, we are playing games as games, if that makes sense. Like, someone says something like that in the comments, and so I was like, that's really cool to be our niche. It's just like some guys playing Magic. And, you know, it's kind of funny because, like, that came up a bunch of times. Let's talk about misplays on the channel. We know there's misplays. We know we're not perfect. I'm not perfect, certainly. I do know the rules of Magic. That's not the problem. The problem is paying attention and being a content creator and being a friend and playing the game. So, on top of that, sometimes we miss cards. Oh, a really good example. In the beginning of Skill Check and now, where the lights are... No, I love talking about this shit. Don't worry about it. Where the lights are, I literally can't read the cards for the person across the table from me. I literally can't see what they are. I have to remember all of their cards, which I can do for the most part. But there's a famous example of Charlie in the Webby game where he's playing like a sword on an ornithopter. I couldn't remember which sword he had said, so I didn't know what it had protection from. And the problem is, all the cards, the glare of the lights bouncing, fully whited them all out. So I literally couldn't see the cards. That's happening again now. But, like, when that happens, like, I would either have to stop the game and go, Charlie, what sword is that? Charlie, what sword is that? Charlie, what sword is that? Or, like, try my best to remember and, like, occasionally let one go. And it's, like, not a perfect solution, but it is what it is. And so, like, we do our best, and we talked about, like, should we scrap games if the misplays are there? And the answer we came to was, like, as long as we aren't aware of a misplay that, like, fully ruins the game, it's okay to be human in the public eye and say, hey, we made some bad plays. Like, yeah, we made some bad plays. Like cheating Commander. I didn't mean to do that. That was not on purpose. But, like, I feel like that's way more of a human experience. Like, exactly like you guys, yeah, like you guys are saying. That's how Magic is played in like, Friday Night Magics. The boys have long days at work. Their brains are fried. They show up. They have a couple of beers. Next thing you know, you're forgetting that your commander tax exists or some shit like that. I don't know. And, like, exactly. And I personally love that the comments call them out and say, hey, you guys fucking missed this at this time. And, like, we did. But that's how you get better, when someone points out your mistakes. I am born and raised in Florida, and it is a little bit of a long story, but I'll give you the like, long and short of it. They wanted to play Dungeons & Dragons, and I was a friend of a friend who had been running a long game. And they were like, come try it out. And I was like, okay. So the original content we had on Skill Check was Dungeons & Dragons. And after we played that for quite a while, we ended up moving to Magic after trying it one time. So I got lucky. I got lucky is the answer to the question. Oh, hiccup. I guess everything except for my digestive tract. I got unlucky on that one. Woof. Oh, God. Don't let me itch. I'm trying to itch my face in peace, brother. Jesus. That's pretty funny. Playing your deck. Let me look those up. I don't remember those. Playing your deck wrong is a thing that happens, especially with newer mechanics. Let me see. Change the oh, I do like these cards. I have a lot of them in Orvar because they target. I do like the Moist Professional teams. Like, I've met... oh, sorry, let me finish one thought at a time. Man, keep me honest here. Those cards are all in Orvar, but they're in there because they target a permanent and they make a copy with Orvar. However... every time you see me playing Orvar, I have one of those old shitty cards in my hand that's like, change all instances of a color from this to this. And I'm vigilantly watching my opponents to see if they play anything where I can get them with one of those cards. It's one of my favorite experiences in Magic, where it's like a spell that's like 1 mana, change all instances of creature type from like whatever you want to wall, to like mess up a tribal deck would be really, really fucking funny in my opinion. So I do like them. Do you get invested in the Moist Professional teams? Yeah, I met the Apex guys. MT, Matt, I know that we've been through a few. Like, he survived one of the hurricanes with us in the warehouse. So, like, we were just holed up chatting, and he was, like, scrimming off our generator and shit. It was wild. Not all of them, but I do, like, I don't play Apex, but holy shit, brother. The Apex games, especially the competitive ones, have some awesome moments to watch, particularly the final circle. I think it's really cool to watch. Fuck, I just stepped in the thing. The biggest thing for me is that a lot of times I just can't make their broadcasts, just from a timing perspective. So I often forget to. That's a great question. If we were replacing the crew of the Enterprise, where do I fill in and where do I think Drew would be? I like to believe that I would be Riker. I like to believe that I'm a Riker, because boy, can I climb over a chair. I don't know. I think I would end up being... like, maybe LaForge. Oh, someone asked earlier if I'm the oldest. Yes, I think I am. That's really hard. That's fascinating. I might be Data. No. Oh, I forget her name. I know exactly who I would be. I would be the empath feelings officer, whatever the fuck her name is. And I don't think it's even close. I'm pretty sure that's who I'd be. That's definitely who I would be. And then Drew would be... Troy? Yeah. And then Drew would be the... Maybe Drew would be LaForge. I think that seems right. Yeah, I'd be Deanna Troy. That's who I would be. I think that's exactly where the universe would stick me, to be honest. Matt is definitely Riker, yeah. Dr. Crusher? I'm trying to remember who that is. Oh! Yeah. I actually could see that a lot. Worf is very funny. No, I would not be the Horse of Troy. Have you seen Star Trek Thorn? That is a really fun thought experiment you give me, though. I'm gonna be stuck thinking about this all fucking day. Left 4 Dead 2, who is who? Dang. I don't know who's who, but I'd be Zoe, because I got a dumpy. Oh, okay. Basically, I'm playing a, in our casting of Starship Enterprise, I'm playing the Community Emotions and Good Vibes officer. Drew's playing, like, a kind of a standoffish, highly professional and smart doctor. Matt is playing the swarthy playboy who refuses to sit in chairs correctly. I mean, Charlie's the captain, right? I think we can all agree on that. Maybe, actually, no, I take that back. Charlie's not the captain. You know who Charlie is? Charlie's Q. You guys know Q? Charlie is definitely Q. But not the cringe Q. Like the funny troll Q. He's like... Who is in charge of weapons? I don't remember. Yeah, he's definitely Q. Q is like an alien guy who's like super duperly evolved to the point where he can like fuck with like reality to like... Yeah, he has near omnipotence to like just like teach a lesson or like troll. So like one whole episode is like the captain, he's like trying to test if the captain really has courage, and I think it's like a musical actually. He just like throws him into different realities and fucks with him. It's very funny. 500 cigarettes. Yeah, I feel like they would need that on the ship. No, I don't ever foresee that happening sooner. That is funny. I don't know who... I mean, I guess, like... I don't know, man. So I've had leadership positions in the past. And so how they always happen is, like, we need someone to be... Oh, Spock is funny. We need someone to be in charge, but, like, it's obvious that, like, no one really wants to, or, like, no one has, like, the perfect solution. In those times, or, like... I guess it's like an area that I know a lot about. Like, I have been in charge in that area. I feel like Picard's leadership style is very similar to mine, which is work on the people around you and have the strongest team you can. That's my preferred. I do see a world where I would end up in that role, but I don't think I would choose it, if that makes sense. Oh, DS9 was so good. DS9 was really, really good. It's just a particular guy's name is Q, not like a whole race, I don't think. I don't remember what their race is called, actually. No, he could do way better facial expressions than Spock, I think. Like, he can do really good ones. I'm trying to think of, the race is cute? Okay, I stand corrected. The race is cute. I'm trying to think, what was the guy... Like, there was 1 or 2 episodes where a guy falls in love with a hologram. That could be me. Depends on the hologram. That could be me. Who is who in South Park? Oh, God. Oh, God. I don't even know. I haven't watched South Park in a long time. I'll lean on you guys on this one in chat. I do know South Park characters, but, like, I haven't... It's been a while. Oh, I do need to play Kingdom Hearts. Fuck, you're right. Damn, that's really good. You're right. I forgot about that. Geordie LaForge falls in love with a hologram? No, but oh, fuck. There is a hologram that, like, I think he likes, but there's a guy who the whole arc is, like, he only goes to the hologram, and she's, like, his, like, E-princess. I don't remember. It's on the Enterprise, though. It is like the plot of a... Oh, Leah... It is... Shoot. I don't remember. It's like the plot of, like, 1 episode. He's like a nameless character who's, like, kind of a shut-in, is, like, his vibe. Why am I switching? What the hell? Whew. Broccoli. Yeah, broccoli! Because they all called him broccoli and he was getting bullied. Ah, yes. I remember because he... Yeah. Yeah, he truly was bullied. He truly was bullied. Pretty cringe, honestly. Reading Thorne's comment. It might be a reference to all tomorrow's Alien Race Q top 3. It might be. That sounds a lot like it, actually. Okay, but Deep Space Nine absolutely fucking bangs, dude. Deep Space Nine fucking bangs. SG-1 is really good. SG-1 is my go-to example of, like, bad sci-fi done perfectly. It's like they know it's like a super goofy thing. They're like, you know what? Fuck it. The Egyptians, they were aliens. Mind control aliens. Yep. And you're like, oh. And they're like, pyramids? Spaceships. Oh. But it's like, it's actually like pretty good. I don't know the answer to that question. It's really good, man. I fucking love it. I also love any story that ties in mythology to like its lore or mythos. I think that's cool. He's my favorite in Deep Space Nine. Oh, that's hard. Oh! I forget his name. The Scottish engineer who's basically just like a no-nonsense family guy who's tired of this shit in every episode. That shit gets me so fucking laughy. He's always like, yeah, no, the teleporter just doesn't work. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? And the captain's like, well, make it work. And he's like, brother, I don't know what you want from me. Like, it doesn't work. Scotty, yeah. That shit's so funny, man. He's just like a guy with like a kind of rough home life, like doing his best. Like, that's it. That's the whole character concept. It's so... I love characters like that are the mirror of the story. Like, you hold up the character to just show how crazy a lot of the shit is. Yeah, I can't change the laws of physics. Like, where it's, like, grounding you in reality. Just a guy doing his 9 to 5 with a wife and some kids, like, doing his best. And then, like, there's all this other shit, like they get fucking, like, they're battling, like, crazy, like, warp poles and like, gravitational fields and, like, planets, like, fucking coming into their, like, realm of, like, influence, like, civil wars, hunger riots, strikes, and he's just like, man, I would really love to go see my daughter after work or whatever it is. Shit's fucking great. Oh, man. Good time. Now I want to watch the show again. Where is it? Does anyone know? Yapping with chat always makes these go so much faster. But you know what would make this go faster? A drop. That would be lovely. O'Brien. It's O'Brien. Thank you. It's not Scotty. It's O'Brien. O'Brien. That's the guy. And it's on Paramount. Ew, Paramount. Which evil super conglomeration of corporations is it? Like, what else does Paramount have? Are they anything else? They're not. No. Hulu's Disney Plus. Is it just Paramount? I thought they had something else. I know all the streaming services have, like, started to eat each other up. There were seasons on Netflix. That's when I saw it. What? I clicked. Is it Yellowstone? Oh, wow. Did I just not have my chest on? That's crazy. Viacom. Okay. I haven't seen much of the TV shows y'all referenced, but I finished Andor. I haven't seen Andor either, actually. Was it good? I'm always looking for new stuff to watch. I'm watching Black Clover right now. It's an older anime that I missed like the last season or two. But you know what is crazy? I had a conversation with... Orville was really good. I actually liked it. I had a conversation with someone recently, and they were like, you know what, I think you'd like The Boys. And I realized I never watched the newest season of The Boys. And then I had another conversation, like, right after, because we couldn't obviously talk about that because I didn't see The Boys. I never watched the newest season of Invincible, either. And I loved Invincible. And I was like, fuck! Sandman? No, I haven't. What is it about? I also didn't watch Rings of Power. I don't know if this is cringe of me, but like I heard that it was like pretty just okay when the first couple episodes came on, so I kind of was like, eh. Oh damn, we have 15 minutes left. That sucks. I can probably just send a couple more and hope I get lucky. Let me bring my fire runes this time. There. Based on a popular DC comic? Interesting. That sounds good. Sandman. Let's see. Oh, this was recommended to me like a million times, and I did not know what it was based on the art. I hope that we see Star Trek, but I feel like the moment has passed for space stuff. Although, I guess I could see a world where they like just didn't finish the licensing in time for the space set. Excuse me, Mr. Demon. You don't mind if I just run past here? Thank you. Trying to think of like all those other like old random shows I've watched a bunch of times. Cool. Spider-Man is pretty huge and I can see why. Hello. Got a dip. Cool. I'm out of here in 15 minutes. Don't worry, Dragon. Take care. Hello, pay me no mind. Green Acres. What is that? I don't know what that is. Translation? What do you mean? Dun 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 dun. This song's kind of a bop. Oh. I didn't know that. Cool. Green Acres. I'm trying to think of like there's a lot of like shows these days getting like cool. Take care, Garrett. Getting like oh, Firefly was so good. Oh my god. I need to watch Firefly. Drew needs to watch Firefly. Drew's never watched Firefly. Dang, Daniel. Oh, Firefly. Now I'm sad. I got excited for rewatching it, and then I got sad that it's so short. Can we play? I assume it would get copyrighted, no? I wanted to watch that, but honestly, guys, like, one of the biggest reasons I haven't watched a lot of these shows you guys are bringing up is because I don't have... I refused, after, like, the Hulu era... Like, it was, like, Netflix, and then, in my opinion, like, Hulu, and, like, they were, like, the titans. And then, like, everyone started ripping their shit off of Netflix, and I clicked. Everyone started ripping their shit off of Netflix and Hulu and, like, making their own streaming services. Like, after that era, I could not sit there and spend another, like, $15 to $10 per month per platform, like, 6 more times for shows that I, like, wasn't sure about. And, like, I ended up canceling, like, Hulu. I still have Netflix, maybe. I don't really watch it that much, because I was just like, I will not take part in the streaming platform wars. Like, we had a good thing going. Like, why did we fuck it up? Like, just sell your IP to a communal platform and get royalties off the show. Ooh, splitting accounts with the boys is kind of good. Splitting accounts with the boys, that's kind of smart. Hold on, Sadie. You don't know about Lost? I watched Serenity. I like Serenity. I think I was just desperate for more stuff. I don't know that I have, like, strong feelings about the ordering, though, if that's what you're asking. Sadie, do you know... Do you really not know what Lost is, Sadie? I'm actually shocked by that. I don't watch shows. I only play games. I don't even watch anime. Okay. Lost is a show with, like, in my lifetime, top 3 to 5 like, the whole culture of America, at least, was sucked into Lost. Like, you'd go to school or work, and everyone would be talking about Lost. Everyone. Like, even people you don't even know would be, like, talking about Lost. God damn it, I just stepped in again. And it would be, like, a huge deal. Yeah, see, like, actually, Salty Manius just said the numbers in Twitch chat. Legitimately, guys, and I mean this, there's like a series of famous numbers on Lost if you don't know, that they have like a mystery to them. And I, from time to time, someone will bring up Lost, like in this moment, and I will call my younger brother with, just cold call him with no context. And I'll put the phone on speaker and I'll go, say the numbers from Lost, and then he does. It's like a really fucking dig. Anyway, I don't want to spoil the show if you guys do plan on watching at any point. Like, it is super old, so I think we're past the window. But the way that I watched Lost was that I couldn't be around when my family was watching the finale. I don't remember where I was. So I watched every episode of Lost except the finale, but heard the finale was very divisive. So I never watched it. And it was everyone was like, don't. And I was like, oh, okay. Yeah, Lost was the Game of Thrones of the early 2000s. Exactly. It used to be said on Prime you could rent a movie and Prime owned stuff was free. Now you can't even rent a lot of things only available. Yeah. It's funnier if you don't. I never did. I would have to rewatch it's been so long I'd have to rewatch the whole series, which I don't want to do. I didn't. Oh, I guess that's true. Games did refer to Lost. Like, it was such a huge deal. You know what else was like that? The Walking Dead. I don't know. Lost might have been bigger, to be honest, because it was like zombies and gore was kind of like I think less widely available than like like intrigue and mystery and stuff. I don't know that I ever saw Farscape. But like my family was big Walking Dead. Big Walking Dead. Yeah, I don't think so. What can you give me like a quick synopsis of what it was about to maybe jog my memory? Like, don't type me a paragraph, just like give me quick. Oh, Lost was on regular TV. Ah, okay. It's an old show. It's an old show. Yes, they are stranded on an island and there's secrets. Exactly. That's correct. Oh, really? Let me look it up. Farscape. Oh, wait, hold on. This kind of does look... That guy looks familiar. Maybe I have seen it. I just don't remember it. Dude. Someone said the S word. Braxton said the S word. Do you mean the hit TV show with the two extremely hot but not interested in each other brothers that people kept saying were interested in each other for no reason? Oh, damn. That guy could have this world. It's fine. I'm leaving soon. Yes. I never understood Supernatural. I loved Supernatural. As a budding storyteller at the time, Moose and Squirrel, yeah. As a budding storyteller at the time, hey yo, hello Sadie. Hey yo, you know what's up. Supernatural is another good example of like what I said about Stargate, which is like the show so clearly did not take itself seriously. Like that was the point. And it was supposed to be, in my opinion, a fun, like, extremely open, like, show about two brothers, but, like, there's so much more shit that happens. Yeah, a lot of people say what Legendary is saying, which is that the first, like, third of the show, it was like, God, it was like 15 seasons or something nuts, was just a show about two brothers with, like, so much trauma and angst on the road, kicking monster ass. Like, it would be like Scooby-Doo if instead of, like, unmasking the monster at the end, they researched that the monster's weakness was, like, freshly washed linens, and then they, like, would suffocate and kill the monster with freshly washed linens. Like, that would be, like, a typical episode plot. And, like, that was, like, there was, like, a bunch of seasons of that. Just two guys in their American muscle cars driving with their hand on the wheel back like this, being like, I don't really want to talk about my feelings today, Sammy. And then Sam would say nothing. And, like, that would be the whole episode. It was awesome. And so eventually, I'll spoil a little. The show keeps escalating on itself until like these two Monster Hunter brothers get involved in like angels and demons, and then they're like, okay, well now there's angels and demons. All right, that's crazy, but like at least it's just angels and the demons. And then they like commit like a holy war where they're like killing angels and demons. And then after that, like God shows up. No, sorry, Lucifer shows up. Then there's a whole Lucifer arc, like the devil. And then God shows up. Then there's like a whole God arc, and we're like, me, my tiny little storyteller brain is like, okay, surely we can't go any higher than this. Of course we go higher. God's sister shows up, kicks his ass. Now we're dealing with the guy who beat a god, the god. Death. That's right. Death shows up. One of the coolest personifications of death I've ever seen in any media ever. And like every time you think that like we're done, like Dragon Ball Zing our way to like a higher power level, like someone shows up, a bigger fish shows up and kicks their ass, and you're like, well, this is fucking crazy. And then they like go to purgatory, they jailbreak heaven. Like, it's such a crazy show. It has some wonderful like lessons for people who want to tell stories about how to do like episode of the week stuff, overarching plot. But it is extremely, extremely goofy and insane throughout. Now, early on, Monster of the Week style, a pretty good Scooby-Doo show. But it definitely becomes something else partway through. Like they weren't afraid to even be super meta. Like at one point, they like bust into an alternate universe. The alternate universe is the set that they're shooting the episode on, and they're like, my car doesn't work. They're like, it's a prop. What are you talking about? Oh, okay. Agreed. It really is a reality show with Dragon Ball Z power scaling. Hello, Wookie. You're just in time for me to end stream. I gotta go soon, unfortunately. I never watched that show either. My little sister loved that show. She's able to meet the two brothers. That's so cool. Oh, I hope it was Castiel. Oh, the Loki episode. Yeah, that too. I was talking about the the one with the sigil where they jump through the window. I've watched Supernatural like 4 times through. I'll admit it. It's like my background noise when I can't find anything to watch show. Just such a fucking ridiculous show. Oh man, good times. All right, I'll probably do one more. Oh, X-Files was good. I'll probably do one more demon and then I gotta call it. So let's catch up on the schedule for streaming. Sometime this week, I will give you a better answer, probably Monday. Crowley, yep. Those are arguably the 4 best characters or 4 most influential characters, I would say, Sadie. Those are really cool. Sometime this week, true. I will be streaming with Drew the deck review. I would guess that we're going to have a meeting about scheduling Monday, and then we will tell you when that's happening. I would assume sometime a little later in the week so that we can give people time to think about their decks. And then Monday night I stream, because I stream on Monday nights. That will probably be, I would guess, more of this, or maybe Cerberus. It could be Oblivion. I really want to play Oblivion, so maybe it'll be that. I have yet to decide, but that'll be some gaming. Tuesday, I don't know when exactly, but the Helldivers Xbox event will launch, where like people on Xbox they'll have crossplay with us, and we'll be able to play with them. So I will likely do a community play day that day, where we do members and non-members will flip-flop to like make sure that we get representation. We'll get to play with me in Helldivers lobbies, so that'll be pretty cool. I don't know when that will happen exactly. That'll just be after we're done filming for the day or whatever. So keep your ears on. And then at some point later in the week, we'll have the deck reviewing stream, which would be cool. In a perfect world, we might stream again that week and play some CEDH on stream. I don't know if that will work, but we want to do a test run of it. So don't hold me to that. That's a hope. Depends on how the tech tests went last week at the end of the week. I wasn't there for them. Otherwise, wait. Hold on, we got to gland. We got to try for one more. That's free prayer. We got to try. Dormammu? Imagine this is the one. 2 misses. Pog. Come on. But otherwise, it's been fun streaming. Sorry it was a short stream today, guys. I got real life obligations to attend to. Cringe. cringe. But it's okay. Don't worry. I'll be losing a Magic game with my favorite precon. Pew, pew, pew. The Steamman is dying incredibly slow for the dramatic tension that I built up. As soon as the Steamman is dead, yep, I gotta go. That's true. The reason we're here, Sadie, is because I wanted a sword to kill the Aru better. I do need to kill more Aru. Yeah. Thank you. I appreciate it, Wookie. Look, I'll be clear. Oh, someone died. Oh, that's so tragic. Oh, that's so sad. It had like 1 health. F, bro. I have a plugin where if anyone dies in render distance anywhere, it launches 99 fireworks over every player, so I can tell if people die nearby. I got a good feeling about this, chat. I got a good feeling. Never ignore your RuneScape feelings. One more. One more. That guy offered himself as a sacrifice. Me missing every shot. What the hell? Wait, I'm wearing my gear. Oh, he's protected. I can stop whenever I want to, chat. Don't worry about it. I can stop whenever I want to. I just don't want to. True. I did that for a while. It was not very healthy. Oh, I can't hit this guy without a ranging potion, I guess. Wow, I literally can't hit this guy without a ranging potion. I just don't want to waste a dose. I don't need it. Water, Sandy. I don't need it. I don't need it. I don't need it. Is he coming back? I don't see him. Not gonna lie, I kind of did just want to see the end of this guy. Oh, he's back! Oh. Alright, garbage. Alright, chat. That's it for me. You have a lovely day. Take care.